Hey guys, it's Joey Dill. Welcome to a new deep dive project insight. This time for my track Hollow, that's out on Revealed Recordings right now. It's a perfect mix between melody, trance, melodic big room, and the harder techno styles in terms of low end I used. Let's dive into this. Alright, let's dive straight into it. As you can see, this is the complete file. The vocal, by the way, is from vocalfi.com. This is not sponsored. Vocalfi is same as Splice, so it's a website where you can get royalty-free vocals. That's where the vocal comes from. Let's dive into the drop. I will play the drop for you, and I will show you every layer for this track. Alright, so let's first start off with the chords and the sols. So these are the layers for the sol sound. So as you can hear the stuttering effect, first I'll show you the layers. It's just a hyper sol basic. It's like a basic sound from Serum. I will play it for you solo. Also this is from Flex. It's a FL Studio plugin. And this is from Serum 2. It's called Morricone. I don't know how to pronounce it. It goes like this. And as you can hear the stuttering effect, and that's like a simple trick I did from Gross Beat. So it's Gross Beat and then the 1/4 beat gate. It gives a lot of energy to the drop. And if I play it without it, I will show it to you. It goes like this. It's just a straight tone. So that's nice for a break, but for the drop, I think it brings a lot of energy if you use an effect like this. So as you can hear, the sols sound really nice, but if you add this to the drop, so it's a gross beat, and then as I said, the 1/4 beat gate, it goes like this in the drop only. So I think that the stuttering effect gives, a nice energy to the drop. So let's go to the next part. It's like an ambient vocal, like a vocal effects I found on Splice. So yeah, it's just a simple effects, but it gives a lot of depth to the melody and the chords. So that's one, and then of course the top lead. It's this lead melody. It's really simple, but I think to have a melody that's gonna be stuck in your head the whole day, you just need to keep it simple. So that's my biggest tip for this. As you can see, it's a lot of layers. I will play them all for you. So a small layer, and I mean small with the volume, in terms of volume, it's really low. It's like a piano top layer. The inspiration for this top melody comes from Alesso's track If I Lose Myself. And I'm not going to compare my track to that track because it's one of the all-time classics, and it's my #1 track of all time. But that melody, it's really simple, and it's a melody that people can scream to in the crowd when they hear it, for the first time already. So that's what I wanted to create, and that's why I kept the melody really simple. So yeah, this piano. Then we got this. This is a pluck sound from Spire. Goes like this. So yeah, it's a really simple pluck sound, but it sounds nice. In terms of EQing, as you can see, it's a lot on the lead channel. I cut out all the lower frequencies. I add a sidechain to it. And this is what I always do, because the melody is on every kick. If you sidechain it in full, in 100%, it will cut out away like the complete melody. So that's why I like to keep it on 33%. And when the drop comes in, I add another sidechain also around 17% or maybe like 25%. So you still have the effect of the sidechain that brings some energy to the melody and the drop, but it doesn't cut out the complete melody and the lead. So yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, with a melody like this. Then I added a stereo shaper to it to make the melody and lead sound more wide. I use a stereo shaper from Fruity Loops, and then the preset stereo-wise, and then I play with this phase button a little bit, because if you at the preset, it will sound really, really wide. So I make it more mono, and by turning it more to the middle. So yeah, then we go towards another EQ to cut out some lower frequencies. And also here, like boost up a little bit around the 3000 Hertz to 5000 Hertz. Then a filter, but the filter is only for the low pass in the build-up. Then a reverb, also only for the build-up, to make the wet signal really loud in terms of whiteness in the build-up. And then when the drop comes in, you remove all the wet. Then this was another sidechain, as I told you, and I added another reverb on it that's on like the whole track, and it's on right now. It's on 63%. Yeah, that means it's a loud wet signal. Yeah, because the melody is so simple, I wanted to fill it up more in the whole track by adding a big reverb to it. So that's why you see there's a big reverb on it. So the next sound is this one. This is more like a voice sound. It's called the pizzicato voice from Nexus. It goes like this. Then this one. This is more like this is called the magnetron lead. Also like a standard plugin from Nexus. This is more like a saw sound. And from a saw layer, I always like to add it as a layer because the saw sound fills up the space in a nice way, both on the lower end and the mid frequencies and the higher frequencies. Then I had this one. This is called Shapers. I use this one a lot. This gives more to that raw feeling to it. It's a Shapers from Spire. Then this one. So yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's a nice layer, and I see the volume is not too loud to it. But I think, yeah, if you all stack these up together, it sounds really nice and full. This one, Chrono, and then this one is called the Daytona from also from Spire. With this lead, I really like the attack to it, as you can hear. So yeah, together, oops. I locked it. So together it sounds like this. That's nice. And then for the next part of the melody, I went up a bit. So at first I went down with the notes, and then in the next part I went up. Yeah, to give it a slight variation. Then some white noise to bring some energy. And to fill up the space, I mean. Then some pads with these chords, of course. Yeah, and they all play the same chords, obviously. This is a pad from Nexus. It's called Ambient Pad 3, and they play the same chords as the saws. And also for these pads, I use the gross beat effects in the drop. So in the break, it sounds like this. And then when the drop hits, the automation goes on for the gross beat and goes like this. So that brings a lot of energy to it. Then the kick. And the funny thing is, this kick is also used in Deus Ex Machina, my release on Revealed, also in Out on the Universe, also my release on Revealed, and a lot of other tracks too. So then the bass line, I will play it for you. And also the funny thing about this bass line is this is the same, it's the same bassline shot, the bass shot I used also in my track Deus Ex Machina and also in Out in the Universe. So yeah, I really like the low end of this bass, and it gives a lot of nice room to the kick also. So that's why I use the same bass shot for this track. It goes like this. And yeah, the simple thing with this is the bass shot was in F sharp. So you simply pitch it up 400 cents, as you can see in the top left corner, because my track is in A sharp. So basically, make your bass shot you are going to use follow the same bass line as your chords. So it's really obvious, but it goes from A sharp to G sharp to F sharp. So simply make all your bass shots follow the same bass line and notes. I mean, so yeah, it's a really simple trick. I also did it with this like a rolling bass line. It's the same technique I used. So just make it follow your bass line, and it goes like this. And then together with the kick and the top kick. So then we go to the mid bass, and this one is also a really important one. In a track like this, you don't just want to feel the bass, but you also want to hear it. So I use the same bass line as the bass, or I mean the same bass notes as the bass line. So this from A sharp to G sharp to F sharp, but then with a sound like this. So as you see, it's a lot of layers. So I will play them all solo. It's a sound from Flex. Also from Flex, this one. This is a monotone from Serum, and also this one. This is from Nexus, Hit This Man. So as you can see, all the notes are really small notes, but they basically play the same note as the bass line. So how you do this is really simple. Add this to 1/4 beat. One beat is like a split up in 4. Then simply make the first note on the lower on the lower octave, and then the next one on the higher, and then you repeat it, and it goes like this. And then of course, obviously with some processing on it, remove lower frequencies, but not too much, because it's still a bass, you know, and even though it's a mid bass, it's still like a bass sound, so there should be some lower frequencies to it. Then I boosted up the higher frequencies to make you hear it more, and then of course a sidechain to it. So as you can see, this sidechain is on full, and then I sometimes like to add another one to it, like a deeper one, but only on around the 50%. So yeah, that's the mid bass. Then some effects, of course, like a big downsweep effects. Then this one, and this one fills up the space also nicely. It's a sample effects I found also on Splice. Yeah, I thought it was really nice, so I just added it to it, and it fills up the complete track in a nice way. Then we go to the last part which makes this track, and that's the trance plug. So I will show you how I did this. This is also like an arpeggio pattern. So yeah, this is as you can hear in the track, this plug is played throughout the whole track, and it gives that really a trancey feel to it. I will play them solo for you. I call this a trance plug. It's a plug called Screen Set from Spire. So what I did is I took the chords, and then again split it up in 1/4 beat, and then the lower note should be 2, so 1 and 2, so that makes 2/4 of the 4th beat, and then the next a tone of the chord, a note I mean, sorry, should be on the third. So the 1 and 2 should be on the lower, and then the third one should be on the second tone, and then your third note needs to be on the last one, and then just to repeat it, and then you get this effect. So as you can see on the lower notes, they simply play the bass line. So yeah, this is like a really simple trick how to make your track more trancey, because I noticed in trance, yeah, like an arpeggio kind of chord is done a lot, and it gives, yeah, a really nice vibe to it. And then of course these other plugs, the same. So yeah, this one has that more round feel to it, and this one is a little bit harder in terms of sound. In terms of EQing, I will also show you this one. Again, yeah, cut out some lower frequencies, but not too much on this one, because I always like to use another EQ to cut out only the lower frequencies. I added a reverb to it, a pretty a loud reverb I see. It's on 63%, the wet signal. Yeah, and that's it. And of course a stereo shaper, yeah, just a little bit to make it a little bit more wide. So yeah, that's it for the plugs. Then I'm gonna show you another ambient sound I use. And as you can see, this is like the third ambient yeah, synth effects I use in the drop. And yeah, it's a really nice way to make your track yeah, sound really nice in the background too. It goes like this. So yeah, it's a really subtle way to make your track sound to make your track sound a little bit different, to fill up yeah, sounds like this in the background that are not really there, but if you listen closely you can hear them. So yeah, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but so I will play only the ambient sounds for you, so you get the idea what I mean with the ambient effects in the background. Still, also this one, this is like the same pattern as the plugs, but then for the more like the harder mid bass sound. And I will show you this one also. This is Hypersol Basic again from Serum, and monotone again. In terms of EQing, yeah, the same again, cut out lower frequencies, and of course a sidechain. So, but that's basically it. And then the last thing for the drop is this sound on. Yeah, this sound is on every kick. In the same tone, of course, in A sharp. And together, everything together sounds like this. So guys, these were the most important parts of my track Hollow. It's out on Revealed right now, so make sure to add it to your playlist, save it on Spotify, and let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.